everybody, welcome back to the channel here. Today we're going to be talking about something near and dear to me, and that is BCM. Now, this is the same rifle that I pretty much started this channel on a couple of years ago, and it has been just chugging along. It's gone through a few different changes, like you'll see in the clips today. If you've been a long time subscriber, first of all, thank you. But you probably think that this is a whole different gun because it's gone through different optics, different handguards, different lights, laser setups. A few core things have stayed the same, but for the most part, internally, it's just been a completely stock BCM rifle. Now, what we've got going on in its current configuration is the BCM QRF handguard. I am a sucker for quad rails. You get all this extra texture here, so you don't really need any hand stops. That's one thing you'll probably notice is gone. I've gone from the gunfighter grip down to a slightly smaller BCM hand stop to now just basically running nothing. I'm going to be testing this out a little bit, but don't feel like it's necessary to make an entire video about it because it's just a hand stop. So that's what's going on up front. We do have our Surefire Mini Scout Turbo with an HRF pressure pad, the classic 3-prong up at the top. CTR stock has remained the same. We've got an H2 buffer. We've got BCM mil-spec lowers, lower parts kit, and then an EOTech EXPS3-1. And that just means it's a single dot EOTech, which is the best EOTech, by the way. Bolt carrier, that is just classic, just bone stock BCM. And we've got the Radian Raptor charging handle. The sling is just, I guess at this point, legacy T-Rex arm sling. Back when Lucas was still there. I have really liked this sling. There's been no real reason for me to change it. So I've just kept it on the rifle. Just BCM QD points and the Sentry strap here to keep it stowed away. Other than that, there's no bad lever. There's no fancy mag well or anything like that. This rifle is pretty much bare bones. The only things that you might see get added onto it, depending on what I might be doing for that day, is, let's see, magnifier. So this will go on if I'm going to be doing some longer range shooting. Throw the magnifier on there. And then the only other thing would be like this maul. I don't really get to shoot this gun as much in the dark. That's why I've been shooting the flux a lot. But when I do, I'll throw this on, save some weight on the rifle. I'd keep it off for the most part, just like the magnifier. That's why I like this setup so much more than an LPVO, is I use just a standard dot far more often. So when I'm not using anything or need anything to see out farther, just run it just the way it is. This rifle has been ridiculously reliable here. We've been shooting it on super semi a lot lately. No issues. Only just now am I starting to see some gas escape out of the gas tube. My hand gets a little black by the end of the day shooting. But it's probably just a bit fouled up. This thing has shot every type of ammo you can think of, from 77 grain OTMs to green tips, regular ball, tons of frange has gone through this thing. It really hasn't had an issue with any ammo. Lately I've been shooting some global ordnance stuff, which is fresh out of India. So this thing could just shoot whatever you put through it. It's not really going to have any issues. So what we have here is an 11.5. It seems to be kind of my favorite go-to size. Just like our other rifle here. This one's a bit of a hodgepodge, but it's got some BCM stuff on it. 11.5 as well. The 11.5 is nice just because once you jump down past that to maybe like 10.3, that's when you really start losing a lot of velocity. You can still reach out pretty far with this size rifle, with it not being so big and chunky. And then if you need to, throw the magnifier on there or reach out, 400 or 500 meters and still be making accurate hits. The reason I kind of think this is the best choice you can make if you're looking for a budget rifle. It's right out of the box, basically everything you need. Now you don't have to go with the QRF, that's not everybody's cup of tea. Mine came with this MCMR handguard on here, which is just super comfortable. So this handguard alone is more than enough. BCM rail covers, all of that stuff's really nice. It's a very light handguard. I've just kind of repurposed it for that rifle there. But just the way it comes, throw it on whatever lower you want. It's, you know, $750 to $850 depending on the upper and the barrel you decide to get. I think that's money well spent. Now this isn't something, like I mentioned, that I've got sent to me or I just recently purchased. Now I'm deciding to make a video, this is the best thing ever. No, this is just after a couple years of shooting this thing very hard in any kind of conditions, really cold, snowy, downpours, using nice ammo, dirty ammo, all of that stuff, very sandy conditions. This thing just runs. It's never had a single stoppage that wasn't just simply ammo related or magazine related. If you're running around with maybe like some old like pre-band Stanags, like this one I've marked because this one's known to cause some issues. So old Stanag mags will do that. Since running basically PMags, strictly PMags at this point, really haven't had any magazine issues. Okay, so final verdicts on the BCM. There's plenty of other uppers and lower combinations you can go with. For $750, $850, you know, depending on the barrel and handguard you decide to get, or what generation or whatever, from BCM. Maybe get a cheap poverty pony lower, throw some good parts in it, and then spend your money on the upper. You're not going to go wrong with the BCM. This thing is, I mean, from anybody that I've recommended this to and they ended up getting one, it's going to go. Alright guys, that's going to conclude today's video. Super short. Figured I'd throw some shooting your way. We're still getting the new studio put together here, so don't mind the annoyingly bright lights and the weird backdrop. We're still filling in the gun walls here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stick around for the next one. We will be filming some more night vision stuff once we get a mission recorder setup going. But until then, we will see you on the next one.